begin right away. Hiya, good evening, each and every one of us. It's been a while. It's been, uh, yeah, will I just say, some months that we actually came together like this to have time to discuss. How you doing and how's it been? I trust that we are doing excellently well. So, the essence of coming together this evening is for us to really have time to discuss tonight. Yes, we are live already. We are live already. So, where are you joining us from? Where are you joining us from? So, okay. Where so, are you joining us from? Actually, needed to check if where that's are you joining us from? Is actually working. So, yeah, where are you joining us from? Yeah, wherever you're joining us from, just let us know where you're joining us from so that we know where you are actually joining us from today. So, thank you for joining us this evening. We're looking at a very important topic, and I would love you to send in your question this evening. Um, are your dreams valid? When we talk about dream is something that is actually very, very important. When you it has to do with your aspiration. It has to do with your ambition. It has to do with something that you uh, always envisage. Probably right from childhood, you've been envisaging. Oh, I want to be this. I want to be that. I want to become this. I want to become that. Which is very, very nice. It's fine. Are those dreams, are they valid? It doesn't matter the amount of probably the years that the dreams are beyond that you've always thought about it, that oh, I want to be this, I want to be that. But the question is, those dreams that you talked about, are they valid? Is a very important question. And I will not just be doing this all alone. Yeah, I know there's no proper publicity before we actually began the session of tonight, but we are still expecting that others will be joining us soon. Sorry, I was supposed to inform each and every one of us prior before now. We are not streaming on my personal profile, so I'm only streaming on uh, our Facebook page, which is Tim-osa-Media on Facebook, YouTube channel, which is Tim-osa-Media, and also my LinkedIn uh, profile. So those are the three social media pages or social media platforms that we are streaming this evening. So we're trusting that the session tonight will be engaging, and others we have time to actually join us so that we'll spend time to have a wonderful conversation here in our studio tonight. So we're going to be having, as I said, we're going to be having two guests that will be coming here this evening to actually share with us how valid is their dream. They once had a dream while they were growing up. How valid is their dream? Uh, Colin Powell rightly said, a dream does not become reality through magic. It takes sweat, it takes determination, it takes hard work for you to actualize your dream. It might take time, it might take years, it might take quite a number of time for you to actually achieve the dream. But the most important thing is you are able to achieve this dream, which that is the most important thing. So, how well are you achieving your dream? You plan to be a lawyer, you plan to be a medical doctor, you plan to be um, a journalist, you plan to be a nurse, you plan to be um, an agriculturist. Yeah, practically you've gone through a whole lot, but how well are you achieving this dream? That is what we'll be discussing this evening, and I want us to really share the page or the post. Let it be engaging, and want people to actually join us this evening. Let's have time to discuss about this pertinent issue, because it's something that has eaten deep into our lives, and a lot of persons they are suffering from depression today because of the inability for them to achieve their dream. Dream takes time. It takes a lot of sweat. You don't just wake up and say, "Oh, tomorrow I'll become the president of Nigeria," and you want that to happen overnight. No, it doesn't happen that way. It doesn't happen like that. It takes time. It takes preparation. It takes pain. It takes discipline. It takes a lot of things for you to actually achieve this dream. So, how well are you achieving your dream? And how well are you chasing, or how well are you looking forward to achieving this dream? I've talked about what um, Colin Powell said. Eleanor Roberts talked about that the future belongs to those who believes in the beauty of their dream. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dream. Do you believe in the beauty of your dream? It's one thing to dream. It's another thing for you to see your dream coming to realization. It's one thing to have an idea. It's another thing for you to bring your idea into realization. It's one thing for you to think about something. It's another thing for you to bring this thought into realization. So, for you to bring a raw idea, you just think about something. Okay, just like I had a dream sometime that, okay, time will come. If obviously I can't have the platform of standing in front of a whole large number of persons talking, a time will come where I will be talking, and probably people will listen to me while talking. It was a dream years ago, but today I could not get the platform from somebody. I had to create the platform for myself, which is obviously what you're seeing here in Tim-osa-Media. We having to talk to people, we having to reach out to people, we having to um, let people actually know that they can make their dream valid. So this is me getting to talk to a whole lot of people. It was a dream at the time. It was still something that was raw. It was like, yeah. Thank you very much, Chris. Right. Thank you for your comment. So this is me. I had a dream, and this is me bringing my dream to realization. How well are you chasing your dream? You had a dream that I'm not talking about you sleeping at night and you having a dream at night. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm talking about is the fact that you have an aspiration, you have an ambition, you have thought about becoming somebody in future. The things around you, are they not helping you, or are they not discouraging you in order for you not to meet up with those dreams? Please, I would love you to share your thoughts. As this is going to be a discussion and program. And I tell you, we're having two wonderful guests that will be speaking to us this evening. One of our guests this evening is a PhD student from one of the prestigious university here in the United Kingdom, and the other is a chartered accountant here in the United Kingdom. These are people that are living their dream. So we didn't just do it in a way that we're going to be inviting a male and a male. No, we have a male and a female that will be talking to us. The male is a PhD student, is into into a nuclear physicist, yeah, something like that, and the female is a chartered accountant here in the United Kingdom. So this is not something that you want to miss. So if you have your questions, please do well to drop your questions in the comment section. Let us know. Do you have a dream and you're feeling, oh, I might not be able to meet up with my dreams. I might not be able to achieve this goal. I might not be able to end what I've always thought about myself. Friends, let me tell you something. There were times where it was as if the dreams I had will never come to pass. I think I've shared this before on this my channel. I've told people there were times where I when I was in 200 level in University of Benin, I actually had the privilege of approaching my one of my professors then, or my one of my lecturers then, and I told him, I said, "Sir, how did you get to United Kingdom to go and do your masters and PhD? And he told me, he said, Timothy, you're still your 200 level. You can't do this. So graduate first before you start asking these kind of questions. As at then, it was a dream. I didn't know the possibility of those dreams coming to pass. I didn't know the possibility of achieving this dream, but I knew I had a dream. But when that time came, for which is being seen at the set time, when that time came, then the dream started unfolding itself. So whenever you have a dream, don't just sleep over the dream. Please tell us where you are joining us from. Yeah, I think I can see some couple of persons actually that have joined us this evening on this show. Please let us know where you are joining us from this evening, and I will really appreciate you to talk, to drop on the comment section what you think is a dream, and how well you've been able to achieve your dream. I will not forget the fact that when achieving a dream, do not forget the God factor. The God factor is very, very important in achieving the dream. When I was in higher institution, those that have been to my room before, they will see that most places in my room, I think by my right, I used to have something like, those that sleep too much end up wearing slippers. This quote, I never saw it anywhere. I just woke up one morning and that quote dropped. I wrote it down. It was at the side of my bed. So whenever I'm sleeping, whenever I see the quote, I remember, okay, sorry. Whenever I see the quote, I remember those that sleep too much end up wearing slippers. So I want to stand up and do something with my life. So at different parts in my room, I think there was another place. Yeah, there was another thing I wrote. We don't stop. I don't stop when I'm tired. I stop when I'm done. These are quotes that I had in my room back then in higher institution that kept me going. I kept pushing. I kept pushing. I just want to achieve the dream. I want to get there. I want it, just like the Israelites that is trying to get to the promised land. So not until you get there, do not stop. Do not stop, not until you get to the promised land. Not until you get to the point where you feel that at least you're already living your dream. Obviously, there are times where there'll be discouragement of any kind. There are times where family will discourage you. There are times where friends will despise you. There are times where people will say all sorts of things about you. But the ability for you to actually stand and defend and chase your dream makes you who you are. So dreams are valid. Don't forget the quote of Colin Powell: a dream does not become reality through magic. It takes sweat, it takes determination, it takes hard work for you to achieve your dream. All dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. That is the word of West Disney. All dreams can come true if we have the courage to chase them. I wouldn't want to go over um my story over and over again. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go over that because it's something that I've talked about severally on my page here. But I think most of us will come down to the fact that dreams are always valid if you have the courage to chase your dream. You plan becoming the best fashion designer in the world. Yeah, is something that will surely come to pass if only you can run along. You plan becoming the best artist in the world. It can come to pass if only you have the courage to chase it. If only you have the courage to run along with it. So, as I said before now, this evening I'm not going to be doing this alone. I will be doing it with two of my wonderful friends. I can't say, I can actually and boldly say that these people, they are living their dream. So people that are living their dream like this, so I think it's something that we all need to come and learn from them. I will be learning from them, and I want you to also learn from these people. I've learned a lot from them for the time we've been together. So I want you to also learn from these people. These are people that are already living their dream. I didn't this talk show tonight. It wasn't planned. As at yesterday, as at this morning, I didn't know there was going to be any talk show. I just woke up. I was in church when it dropped, and I think it was related to what my pastor was actually talking about dream, and how I just penned it down. I said I'm going to talk about it. Not up to 1 hour. I just called the two guests to be having this. And I said I have a talk show tonight. Please, you'll be coming to talk to us for 20 minutes. The other person will be coming to talk to us for 20 minutes. And they said, okay, that's fine, because they don't need to struggle to come and tell you anything, because these people, they are actually living their dream. So this evening, I have the privilege of having on this talk show uh, Mr. Ijabla Papka Pius. Mr. Ijabla, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. Thank you. Nice having me on this platform again. Once again, I'm happy. It's my pleasure to be here, even though
After
I'm unprepared.
after a long time.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, so it's like you are using a background, and that background is only giving us your face.
Okay,
I,
let me see because okay,
I understand the state. Okay, I think this should be more better.
okay,
Yeah, this should be more better. So are you comfortable using this?
no problem because I'm not
Okay,
even just this working out.
but probably you have to go close to the camera, because you're using a blur background. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I think this should be fine.
What about the
Yeah,
lighting system?
yeah, it's partially okay. So yeah, it's okay. I think we can just take this from you for today. So, but the Satimosa Media crew might not take this again from you next time. So once again, you are welcome, Idabla Papa Pius. Please, can you introduce yourself so that our audience will know you? What would you tell us what you're doing currently, and tell us um, how far you have lived your dream.
Oh, good evening, everyone. Once again, my name is Javla Ayos, the CEO of Upgrade International Limited. Uh, I'm a physicist, a nuclear and environmental physicist. And I'm working currently. I'm a PhD researcher at the University of Edinburgh and National Physical Laboratory. Hopefully, at the end of the term, I'll become a specialist in laser spectroscopy. So that's
I think I don't know. Am I the only person that is having your voice is going up and down? It will go low and go high. I don't know. Is that because of your headphone or something?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. I think it's more better
Okay, okay. So let me repeat myself again.
if you can, sir.
Okay, so again, I say I'm Ijabla Pius, the CEO of Upgrade International Limited, specialist in nuclear and environmental physics. Currently doing my PhD at the National Physical Laboratory at the University of Edinburgh. Hopefully, at the end of the research, I will be a specialist in laser spectroscopy. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Ijabla Papka Pius. I think our audience are complaining that they can't hear you very well, but you have to be more audible so that we can actually hear you, Mr. Papka.
See, just give me some time. Maybe I have to check the device. It's my
Yeah, that's
phone.
fine. So we'll just as you're working on that, we'll just um,
Okay,
actually okay,
let me forward the link to one of my emails. I have different
okay,
devices.
yeah, that's fine. So as you're doing that, okay, I think yeah, I think we are having the complaint that we cannot hear the guest very well. So it's coming from our audience this evening. Thank you very much, our audience, our esteemed audience, for joining us this evening. We have come differently this time. It's not the way we used to do it, but we are here differently at this time. So as we're waiting for Mr. Papka to come up, so we'll just give him some few seconds to probably change his device to another one, so that we can really hear him very well, and we'll learn from him this evening. This is not pride, but this is someone that is already living his dream, and it's something that we all should learn from. And after he has spoken, so we have another guest, a chartered accountant in the United Kingdom. I tell you, very young, very young, but living her dreams already. So it's something that I feel we should learn from. How did you get to this point? What were the struggles behind it? I know there were challenges. What were the challenges behind it? How were you able to overcome these challenges? These are the things that we need to be asking our guests this evening, and we're trusting God that our guests this evening, they'll be doing justice to questions like these. They want to help our audience so that others can also live their dream. Ijabla Papka Pius is one that I have known for quite a number of time now. We actually served together. For those that have been following my update on my status, we served together. And this is not that I knew him when he was living his dream. I knew him when he was still in his struggle, when he was still trying to live his dream, when he was still trying to get to the point of living his dream. So it was something that was difficult. I knew times where he has to call me, Timothy, let's pray together. This and this is happening. And we kept pushing, we kept praying. And that's why I said, don't forget the God factor in matters like this. So we prayed. And it wasn't just prayers. This is where a lot of persons are missing it. They are praying without applying their prayers, or without putting the what they are praying for into proper use. So that is where they're actually having this issue. So whenever you're praying, it's good, it's fine. Also learn to apply what you're praying, put it into use. If you are praying for a scholarship, you're not applying for a scholarship. Will you just wake up one morning and get a scholarship in your mail? No, keep applying. Let there be something that you can tell God and say, God, this is what I'm doing. Oh, God said, I will bless the work of your hands. If you don't have any work in your hand, how do you want God to actually bless the work of your hand? Mr. Pius, are you back?
Yes, can you hear me now?
Okay, I think it's far more better now. Thank you very much.
Okay, sorry, I have to change
For
the system. Yeah, they have different system for different purposes.
Yes, thank you very much for that. Okay, can you, for because of the sake of our audience, can you please introduce yourself once again? All we just need is your name, what you are doing currently, and how well you are living your dream.
Okay, my name is Jabla Papka Pius. As you all know, the CEO of Papka International Limited. I'm a nuclear environmental physics specialist. Currently doing my PhD at the National Physical Laboratory and the University of Edinburgh here in the United Kingdom. Hopefully, at the end, I will be a specialist in laser spectroscopy. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Papka, is this what you wanted to do in life?
Oh yes, without any shadow of doubt, without thinking twice. You understand? I want to be a specialist in physics. So even
And yeah, how well have you been able to live it? How did you get to this point? What were the challenges? What were
oh,
the issues along the line?
wow, a lot of challenges. Definitely, definitely, we have a lot of challenges. But I'll always say that don't forget the growth factor in everything you are doing. You should remember the growth factor, and even though if you put the growth factor, then you have to be doing something because the scripture says that the Lord will bless the works of your hand. You understand? So the works of our hand. For me, since I was 17, I say since I was 17, I wanted to be a nuclear physicist. The age of 17, and even when I was trying to study physics, people around me don't like it. Parents, you understand? They never like me to study physics. You understand? But
Okay,
I,
yeah, sorry, yeah, I would just quickly come in there. That is a lesson for each and every one of us. There are times you want to live you have a vision or you have a dream, and families and friends, they will be against it. That doesn't mean that it is wrong. You should learn to draw that line. Please, you can go ahead, sir.
okay, at that time, parents don't like it because they wanted me to be a medical doctor, and for me, I don't think I have the capacity to be a medical doctor, but I
No,
so
not that you don't think you have the capacity. For you to get to this point, if you had studied medicine and surgery, I can tell you for free that you would have been able to actually do excellently well as a medical doctor.
but
But
I won't be having the fulfillment that I'm having now as a nuclear physicist.
that is it, because
That's the
that
truth.
was not what you were called to do. So because it was not what you were called to do, even though you had done it, you will not have the fulfillment that you have just now
Yeah.
as a physicist.
Yes, I
So
love
go
being a
ahead, sir.
physicist. So
Yeah.
being a physicist, so that's how it happens. And to get admission, I got admission study. came for here to the UK, start my masters.
How
The
was it when
PhD.
you were doing your undergraduate program? What were people saying? Oh, this guy studying
Oh,
physics.
oh yes. I was the only. I remember in my set, I was the only person that applied for physics because people, 100 level, you understand? Ah, who is this guy? You understand? We had the only years I apply. Are you normal? You understand? People begin to ask me whether I'm a normal human being. You understand? I say yes, I'm normal, but there are different. You understand? A lot of water have passed under the bridge. Let me use that word. A lot of water passed under the
Mm.
bridge. You understand? But by the grace of God, victoriously with a lot of challenge, I came out with a good grade, a flying colors. You understand?
Not, not, don't just say you came up with it. You came up with a first class.
Yes, I came out with the first class with all humility. I came out with the first class. Yes, I did well, and I started with first class 600 level, and I was able to graduate with first class. Even though I at some point there are challenges, but there's one thing that never give up, never give up. That's the truth. I've never given up with that dream because I remember when I used to tell my colleagues, "Oh, I want to come to the UK and study far from 100 level." 2012. People were just saying, "What kind of this? You talk too much." You understand? They castigate me quite alright. Yeah, because I'm a sanguine by nature, but they say I talk too much. So people shut me down, but I never allow people to shut my dreams down. I keep on pursuing 300 level. I can't forget I started applying for the universities in the UK. That's how I started doing it. Even though I didn't get any response. Some of the response until only after I got my PhD. To even tell you how the fate I have. I was a 300 level student. Um, I started applying for PhD as a 300 level student. I can't forget 2015. I never graduated. I never had my
So, sorry, if I got it correctly, you were in 300 level in school. You're already applying for PhD.
yes,
Whoa.
yes. I can't forget that. The rejection that I got for that letter came last year after I got my own PhD offer now. 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. So after 7 years of application, they kept my application. They sent a rejection to me. on
After 7 years.
Yes, I applied. I can categorically say Imperial College. I can't forget that Imperial College. I applied Imperial College. You understand?
Hmm.
Imperial College. After 7 years, they didn't reply me until after 7 years. And when they reply me, God has done wonders. I've gotten my PhD offer. You
You're already
understand?
in the journey of doing your PhD.
Yes. So and during my service here, you know that all what I know is the Christianity that I know is working for Christ. I give God the glory in everything. I work for God. When people are looking for money, I wasn't looking for money. I was focused on what I want to do. You understand? I was trying to go further for my studies. But another thing again, I can't just say I do it all alone. That's the truth.
Hmm.
I have other people that help me in this journey.
In
Number
achieving
one
your
person,
goal. Yeah.
yes. Number one person is I can't forget. Anytime I remember Pastor Arya Hassan, the former state overseer of the Pala Bible Church, Adamawa State. I think now he's in the Abia. I don't know where he is currently. You understand? That man uh, was one of the people that also, well, I say, he kindled a fire. You understand? To make sure that this dream is coming true, is becoming a reality. Because
Okay.
I was,
Sorry, Mr. Papka. So if I got you correctly, so you are talking about the place of mentorship in
yes,
achieving your dreams.
yes.
Okay. So do you have anybody that was like a mentor to you in the aspect of being a nuclear physicist?
Oh, nobody, I just, the role model I have is GS. Pastor Dr. W.F. Kumi has been my role model. That's the truth. No one else. And Pastor Harry Hassan, being a pastor, he as an usher in the church. I don't know. He just liked me that way, so he always encouraged me. So he was interested in everything about me.
Everything you do.
Yes, the spiritual aspect and the academic aspect, he was
Mm,
really interested. It wasn't only okay, be born again, be holy, be sanctified. No, he want to make sure that as as soon as also that I'm serving God, he want to make sure that my academics is
is also
not
balanced.
is not suffering. You understand? So even after I graduated with my first class, I was serving. I can't forget that. You remember you were there when my phone was stolen, my laptop. You understand? So I lost his contact. A call came in to tell people that know about state overseers a small boy like me. He
They are
called
very
me.
busy and everything.
You
Yeah, yeah.
understand? The man called me on phone. Hello, my son. I said, how is it? The Lord said me that you should go for masters. You are going to get scholarship. You understand? It was we are them that dreams. You understand? Even though
Mm.
I have that revelation, that
That drive,
vision.
that
You
passion. Yeah.
understand? But When the man called me, that was when the faith changes to another level. And again, that's why I say that I have different people to at every point in life. You understand? He's tell me do it. I don't know where to start again because I remember I applied 2015. Things are like no response. Don't forget that no response. I went to my brother, Gift Udo, Ogaba Udo. You will go, Gift, I want to study nuclear physics. I want to go for masters in the UK. So I don't know very well much about other universities in the UK. Gift, okay, told me,
Okay,
say,
sorry, Mr. Papka. We are time bound on this show, and
okay,
the other guests will be coming up by 1940. So
okay.
we need to make sure that we are hitting the nail on the head. So uh, 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 the question is, are you living your dream currently?
Absolutely, without any shadow of doubt. You understand? If anybody that doubts it, let him go to court. But for me, no doubt. I'm
Okay,
living my
so
dream.
we had a question here before you.
Okay.
It said, I need a clarification between the differences between the dream and vision. So, what can you say about that, Mr. Papka?
Okay, dreams. Yeah, definitely. Even the Bible says, "Write the vision upon the stone, that he that might wrong might read what thereby." Write it. You see, you when you can be having aspiration. Aspiration can be like dreams, but vision you need to pen it down like goals. You understand? At some point in time, you know where you're going. There's a
Mm,
pathway. You understand? There's a pathway where you're going to. You want to hit the nail on the head, so you definitely know where you're going. And for me, I've already hit it. I've already hit that. I've already written that, and that's why I always confess it, like Joseph in the Bible. You understand? I always confess it. I remember you can also attest to it.
very well.
When we were
Very well.
together, my mouth has never been quiet about it. Has never been quiet. I always said it, even though there's no possibility of anything. I'll always say it. People like me to scorn. Some people believe me. You understand? But thank God. So the difference is, if I can just say, is that um, actions when you put, dream is just a mere desire that you didn't work on it. You understand? But
Mm,
vision is you have put actions in what you have dreamed. You understand? Dream plus action, which is equals to vision.
mm. So, once you have been able to actualize those things that, or atomize those things that you are actually dreaming of, those things you are envisaging. So, those are the visions that you're actually looking at.
You must
Okay,
be working towards it because your dream
okay,
is okay. I just want to be a medical a nuclear physicist. If I did not start looking for a way to be a nuclear physicist, it's just a mere dream. But for it to become a vision, I have to be proactive. So that's why I say dream plus action. So make it to become a vision.
okay, Mr. Papka, you just have 3 minutes to end your session for tonight. What
Okay.
do you think you have to tell our audience in order for them to meet up with their dreams, in order for them to meet up with their visions? What do you think you can tell your audience?
The only thing I can say, number one thing, don't forget God. Hold on to God. Never forsake Him. Number two is that never give up.
Mm,
Never be discouraged. As I said, most especially on this journey of the PhD that I started, you understand, over 30 rejection. Uh, unfortunately, you understand, but I was never doubted. And know the types of friends you have around you.
mm. Your
Classify your
your
friends.
your 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 connections.
Yes. Just forget you have to classify your friends. So for me, no is next opportunity. Timothy has been a friend. If I want to go for spiritual warfare, Timothy is also there. You understand? That if people want to go for
So,
aspect of finance,
if you want to go for your academies, Timothy will not be there because I'm not doing my PhD yet. Okay, don't worry. So,
Timothy is like, if you want to look for jobs, you understand? You want to do Timothy is there. But for academics, the truth is that if you're going to follow Timothy academically, it's not sorry to say so. That one is different. But if you are going to want to be spiritually sound, you want to have get money to eat food. You understand? You want to because you can't be lazy around Timothy. That's the truth. You cannot be lazy around him. So he will make sure that things work out. So definitely, Timothy, I can say about that. I can say about that. So I think that's what I would say. The good
okay,
factor, know your dreams and the cycle of friends you have.
Thank you
That's
very
not
much,
everything.
Mr. Ijabla Papka Pius, for your time this evening. We appreciate your time, and
Okay.
I trust that the audience they might send in more questions as the time goes on. So we'll have to also bring it back to your table so that you can help us in answering the questions. So
I will
we
try
have
my best as much as possible once I'm at my leisure to reply them
yeah,
on the
I know
Facebook.
you are a very busy person. So I had to bump into your time today. I told myself this young man has been trying me, so I have to try him back today. And finally
Sorry,
it
my
worked out.
apologies. My apologies. Everybody, audience, my apologies. Understand. I have a lot of things doing on my table. Sorry for that. Thank you
No
for the
worries, no worries,
opportunity.
that's fine. Thank you very much, Mr. Papka. So we wish you all the best as you are achieving your dream.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Everybody,
very
as
much.
I take the bar.
Okay, my esteemed audience, thank you for tonight. This is just the first round of the show. We have another special person in our midst this evening on a talk show, and yes, she is very young. Yes, very young, but already living her dreams. She happens to be a chartered accountant here in the UK. If you look at her very well, you can see that oh, this person is actually very young facially. But okay, so here with us tonight is Miss Precious Agbontain. Hello, Miss Precious Agbontain. How are you?
Good evening, everyone. I'm good. I'm good by God's grace. I'm good. Thank
And
you.
how is your day going?
Very good. It's been good so far. So thank God. Yeah.
Okay, so we know we don't have that time in the whole world to actually do this. So, but we just have to make sure we do it fast, so that we'll meet up with the 1 hour we actually talked about. So, what do you think is a dream? What is a dream to you, Miss Precious?
And first and foremost, I just want to say thank you for having me start team, and God bless you all for tuning in and watching as well. For my definition of dream would be connection. It's a moment in which the unknown becomes reality,
Mm,
and it's a moment in which you have connection to unveil whatever sort of visions that has been given to you. So it can be, for example, it can be either a positive or a negative dream. A dream is also a revelation. So it gives you the knowledge for you to see things ahead of time. And the only one that would be able to give you the opportunity to know about any sort of dream, either being negative or positive, would be God through the Holy Spirit. So dream equivalent to revelation, unveiling the hidden revelation. Yeah, so
okay,
that would
thank you
be
very much for that. You're coming up from another different um, uh, area entirely, but what we have for you this evening is to just ask you. You're currently a chartered accountant in the UK. Did you
yes.
intro- did you introduce yourself? I'm not sure. So I think
No.
our audience would love to know you. So can you please introduce yourself?
Of course. Good evening, everyone. My name is Precious. As our team said, yes, I'm a chartered accountant. I became a chartered accountant at the age of 25. And for me, it was actually a dream come true. It wasn't actually what I was envisioning as a young person. That wasn't actually my dream as career level. But I would say things happened to give me the opportunity to be in the position of where I am now. So yeah.
Okay. So I think that is that for the introduction. Yes. How were you able to get to the point of achieving your dream on becoming a Okay. The question is, are you living your dream currently?
Not to the fullest. No.
Not to
Not
the
to the
fullest.
not
Okay,
to the
so
fullest.
how how are you able to achieve your dream currently?
I would say upskilling myself, going through some personal development as well. I would definitely say my dream is bigger than who I am now, and and I'm definitely sure that one of the dreams that I had as a young girl. I remembered vividly having this conversation with my parents. I told my dad and my mom was like, I would like to become a lawyer one day. I would like to defend people. And I remembered my mom was like, no, no, don't become a lawyer. That's not what you have to be. And my dad was like, no, give her the opportunity to be wherever she wants to be, study, and obviously with God, you'll be able to achieve that dream. And for forward, when I went to university, graduated, I never thought of being a chartered accountant. I never thought of even maybe working for the bank or anything like that. My main dream was working as human rights defense for the United Nations. That's still my dream. So the answer to your question, no. I think I have not been able to fully accomplish my dream. And one of the things I know that I would need to do is to set time aside for me to upskill myself. So maybe, for example, attend courses, conferences, and that would give me the opportunity to upskill my curriculum as well. So those were the things I am building up myself on as well. Learning new languages, because obviously if you'd like to work for the United Nations, you will need to know at least more than one language for you to relate and communicate as well. So yeah, um,
Okay, Miss Precious, how many languages can you speak currently?
that's a good question. So I can speak Italian fluently, French fluently, German. I would say I'm a level A1, A2. Um, I speak English, and yeah, then
You speak English fluently.
yeah. Yeah, I'm trying.
Okay.
I'm trying. I'm
Okay,
trying my
so
best.
yeah,
Yeah,
I sorry, that's just by the side. So I have to just bring that in, obviously. It's good to know that you imagine you I think you if I remember very well, you are speaking close to about 4 to 5 languages fluently:
yeah.
Italian, German, French. You speak Spanish?
No, I can hear Spanish. I can understand Spanish, but I don't speak
You don't
Spanish
speak. Okay.
because it's a Latin language. So it's similar to Italian. So being a Latin language, you can understand, but maybe not a deep conversation between two Spanish people. So yeah, I
Okay.
can
So how many
understand that.
languages do you want to you want to learn how to speak generally?
I'd say my top one now would be Portuguese and also Korean as well.
Precious. Sorry, let me ask you a question. Are you married?
No.
You are not married, and you and, and you want to still learn more languages, uh, more than the one you have learned so far. Okay, it's fine. Is good. So the question now is, you've actually talked about the fact that you still have a lot of things to do
Of
as
course.
regard living your dream, which is upskilling, learning new, probably going for new courses, getting to attending programs. When I mean programs, like probably short courses and all that. So before you got to this stage, Miss Precious, what were the challenges that you encountered in achieving what you have achieved thus far?
I'd say the first thing that's coming into my mind now, that's a really good question. Rejection, rejection, rejection,
And
rejection.
that is, as I think Mr. Papcard also talked about that too, with the
Yeah,
aspect of rejection. Okay, go ahead,
yeah,
please.
yeah. So from my own perspective, I'd say rejection because I come from a background in which is a non-black background. So rejection would be from, for example, my professors in uni maybe not believing fully in me. And when I was in high school as well, having my teachers not fully believing in me as well. So that kind of put down my confidence and I was having rejections upon rejections. Even when I also did graduate from uni as well. I remembered applying to lots of jobs, interviews, and I was always getting unfortunately, 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 unfortunately.
So it
And
means
yeah,
so it means you also had the same challenge that we had while trying to get ourselves fixed into the system, because
yeah,
that particular word unfortunately is something that you must have your piece of cake.
mhm,
It's something that you have to eat from it. So I
yeah,
didn't know that people like you also had the opportunity of experiencing the word unfortunately. Okay, go
yeah.
ahead, please.
And thank you. So
I
I
think the
think
audience are thanking me for asking if you're married. So probably okay, go ahead, please. I think probably please, if anybody is interested, you can just send me a DM on my inbox. I think I'll help you. But that's by the way. Go ahead, Miss Precious.
right, thank you. And so, as I said, the unfortunately was that much, and it did affect my mental health as well.
Okay.
And I got into a stage in which I lost confidence about myself. I lost confidence about my values, my potentials, and it took me a lot of times. I'm going to be really honest. It took me time in which reconnecting to God. It
Mm.
took me time in prayers. It took me time to really realize my purpose in life, and not just being just a main Christian and just someone that actually says, yes, I know God, I've given my life to Christ, but it really took me time to turn all those moments of rejections and unfortunately to become a yes, I would say. And so with lots of prayers, with a lot of fastings, but I also tried my best still at that time in which I was getting the unfortunately, I was still upskilling myself. So I think one thing that worked for me was continuing to apply for a different type of job opportunities while getting the rejections, but upskilling myself as well. So I think one thing that is really key, if you've got dreams, if you've got visions, if you've got things in place in your mind, and one thing that would actually give you the opportunity for you to also achieve those goals is upskilling yourself and develop yourself. It is really, really important, because you might be in that position now in which you are getting rejections and neglect while you're applying for different type of job opportunities. But while you're upskilling yourself, that gives you an insight to say you're actually valued more than what you might be applying for as well. So that's what I did. That really did work for me. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Miss Precious Agmontine. I think this
You're
question
welcome.
might be a little bit dicey, but
Yeah.
I just hope that you are able to come out of it and come out victoriously. Uh,
I'll do my
we
best.
okay, no worries, thank you. So with the what you actually studied in school, as much as I know, what you studied in uni is quite different from what you are doing currently, becoming a chartered accountant in the United Kingdom. So how were you able to maneuver your way from the uni, like after studying a particular course in the uni, and you are now in another field entirely? What are the secret behind it? How were you able to get through those hurdles, those challenges, and you are where you are today? How were you able to do that, Miss Precious?
Thanks for that question. So for everyone that doesn't know, I think I didn't see this while I was introducing myself. So I studied political science and international relations, what human rights at the University of Padua, that's in Italy. So I graduated, and obviously I had none of really background of finance. I did study economics, in relation to international relations, but that wasn't really anything that had to do with what I'm doing now. I'd say when I did apply for the job, um, I'd applied as just a normal personal banker. So, but still, the thing that really did help me was I was literally ready to learn. I was still using this word upskilling myself. Moments in which there were like modules to do, project management courses while I was working with the bank. I always try to enroll myself because I'm really grateful for my place of work because they always give you the opportunity to upskill yourself. But it's your decision. So you have to make the choice to say, in this quarter or in the next quarter, this is what I would like to do. So when I started off, I never had the qualification as a chartered accountant. And that was my decision to say I would like to upskill myself for me to be in the position in which I am now. So I think that's why it's really important for you to, for example, speak to your line manager. If you've got one, if you don't have a good relationship, it's fine, but speak to them and tell them what your goals and plans are. You really have to have a really strong goal, a really strong plan. If you don't have a plan, it's really somehow impossible for you to achieve your dreams because a dream is just like for example, as I've got this pen now, and this pen was being created and with different levels. There was a plan for this pen to be created. So if I didn't have any plans and goals, I wouldn't have been able to achieve my goal as to be a chartered accountant. So I had a plan, I had a goal, and I really tried to be able to achieve those goals as well. And God came through. So that's the most important thing. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Miss Precious Agbontan. At least you came out from that question victoriously. So there's another question that look a little bit dicey.
Yeah.
Please, I would I think we just have 4 minutes to end this live show because I have got another meeting from 8 p.m. Till probably 9 or so. So I need to quickly catch up with other meetings. So if you have a question for Precious, please don't forget to just put it on the comment section. And please, I want to appeal with the audience. Uh, don't hit her too much. Don't crack her brain too much.
Don't
But
worry, I'm up for the task. I'm up for the
she's
task. Don't
okay.
worry.
I give up. She said she's up for the task, so you can send the questions. You can send them in. That's fine. So, if I got you correctly, it actually means that it is because. Can you hear me? Sorry, I think
Yeah, I can.
yeah, my
Yeah, I
system
can. Yeah.
went off. It is because you found yourself in the accounting industry. That is why you became chartered in accounting. You became a
Yeah.
chartered accountant. Okay, so
Yeah.
if you had found yourself in probably you found yourself working as a farmer somewhere. Sorry, I'm using the word farming. Maybe if you had found yourself if becoming you are working as a farmer somewhere, you would have also become a professional farmer. Is that true?
Yeah, it's a different aspect. Obviously, yeah. You're right to say. Yeah, you're right to
Okay,
say.
so I'm a journalist, so I can use your words against you, Precious. So I'm trying to get to a particular point. So which means um, your current position determines what uh, what you want to do. So do you
No.
still have the plan of going back to what you have actually wanted to do in life normally?
So back into the question you asked me first. My current position is not determined by where I am now. My current position is determined because I had planned for me to achieve my current position. So even
Precious,
yeah,
sorry. The reason why I'm saying this is I think we just
mhm,
have a few minutes, or it's
yeah,
becoming
I'll
hotter.
be as quick as I can. Yeah.
So, the reason why I'm saying this is we have some persons that they were looking for a job and they got a job in a care home.
Yeah.
So, them working in a care home, does that automatically make them a chartered carer? In quote, if there's any word like that. So, does that would they want to upskill in the carer scheme or becoming a carer. They don't want to upskill. They want to just help themselves in that aspect, or they want to also have a U-turn and probably pursue something that is probably in quote professional. So that's why I said, is it that because of where you are currently, because of the job you got, that is what has made you who you are on becoming a chartered accountant in the UK? Is that right?
Yeah. So even for example, you might with that question you asked just now, the example you made, you might be working in the care industry, but within the care industry as well, there are different sort of upskilling positions you might be able to have. So it doesn't mean that you have to be in that, for example, like the downgrading level. You might be in level A, level B, level C, level D, depending on what level. So I think it determines on you, honestly speaking. It depends on you. It depends on what decision you want to make for you to be able to achieve your dream. You need to have plans. It is really important for you to have plans. If you don't have plans, it's difficult for you to achieve your goals. Um, in whatever sort of industry you are. It might be in the banking industry, it might be in the hospital industry, it might be um, any sort of industry, the media, it might be any part of the world in which you are. But I think it's really important to have dreams. Yes, obviously you have your dreams, but you also need to have goals and plans as well. And when you're able to look into what your dream is for you to be able to achieve those dreams, go through your plans and goals. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ms. Precious Agbontain. I think you've done justice to our discussion this evening. Lastly, before you go, what do you have to tell our audience? What is your advice to our audience this evening before you go?
Right. So, to anyone that's listened to me, I'll definitely say my takeaway and something that I might be able to say to you would be acknowledge yourself, know your worth, know your value, be confident about yourself. You might have a small dream, as you say, you might have a big dream, and for you to be able to achieve your big or small dream, you really have to be confident about yourself. You always have to put God first and give Him the opportunity for Him to lead you through in anything you're doing. So, by the leading of God and you being able to stand still in His word, you're able to achieve your dream. So, that's what I'm going to say to everyone
Thank you
listening.
very much, Miss Precious Agbontain. I think I'm happy to announce to you, Miss Precious, that I'm already getting application from some people already on my inbox as regards the question or the I gave an open request that if anybody is interested, they should send me a DM. I'm already getting a DM from some persons, so I think I will do the review and speak to her, and I will get back to you if she gives me the approval. That aside, I can relate what Precious is actually saying because I am a journalist by profession. I studied journalism and I've worked in the journalism industry for quite a number of time. But coming to the UK, I discovered that it's not actually what it's not the way I thought it's going to be that it is. So I had to help myself and uh, going into at first I got a job with the task like just where you have to deal with tasks. It was difficult at first confronting it, but I think from what Precious said, and I'm still confirming it, upskilling yourself, learning and going for different modules, trying as much as you can to make sure that you help yourself very well. I think it has a long way to helping you achieving your dream. What you study in your undergraduate at times don't really matter because when you get to the real world, is not the way you think it is. That is how it
Yeah.
is. It's a different ball game entirely. I moved from the where I was dealing with tasks into dealing with real life cases, and it's been challenging. But I can assure you, and I can tell you for free that we, by the grace of God, we are gradually living our dream. So, but before we go, I think we just have one question for those this program was streamed on my, I didn't use my profile, my Facebook profile. I used my Facebook page, Satimosa Facebook page, Satimosa YouTube channel, and also my personal profile on LinkedIn. So we're also getting some comments from LinkedIn, which is very, very insightful and very, very wonderful. So we just have one last question for you from the audience before you go, Precious.
Right. I think I can see the question there. It says,
Okay, he said, what's the
how,
place of change?
mhm.
What's the
So,
place of change, of desire in achieving one's dream?
all right. So, hi there, Samuel. Thanks for the question. So, what's the place of change or desire in achieving one's dream? I think the place of change is you having that moment of considering what your dream is. You need to know what your dream is. You need to really understand what the purpose of your dream is. The moment in which you understand the dream and you understand what the purpose of your dream is, um, desire is just something you would just, I'll just say, merely think in your heart. You might just be pondering on your desires and just say, for example, it's definitely different from what we're saying now. We're talking about jobs now. You might be saying you'd like to go on holiday to Spain, for example. You desire to go to Spain, but your dream also is for you to spend 1 week in Spain, for example. So I think you might be able to desire to go to Spain, but the moment in which you take action on achieving your holiday to Spain is the most important thing. So I think the place of change comes in when you actually put actions and you put plans into whatever dreams you would like to achieve. I hope I did answer your question, Samuel.
Okay,
Um,
I would have loved to buttress more on that, but I think the other meeting I got, they're already calling me seriously to come and join the meeting. So that'll be all for today. If you have more questions, you can just put it on the comment section, and I tell you, our guest for tonight will do well to answer some of those questions. Thank you very much, Miss Precious Agontine. And don't forget, I'm also coming to inbox to send the list of the people that is applying to get a job from your company. Hope that is okay. You're on a live video, Precious.
that's fine. I'll send. I'll give you some tips that actually did work for me. So I'm more than happy to answer the questions. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, when we talk about questions, I'm talking about questions. I figure what you said. You say you're single, so that's what I actually mean. Okay, thank you very much, Precious. Okay, it's nice having you, and we hope to see you again on this talk show soonest. To all our viewers and everyone out there, thank you for having time to join us this evening. I hope the topic of tonight was a way insightful, and you got something from it. So we hope to have you again next time. Thank you very much, and see you again, hopefully, and next week, or probably during the week, anytime an idea drops, we'll be here to actually do our best and make sure we update you. Thank you very much, and see you again next time. Bye bye.